Yo, welcome to another deck profile, guys. This is the deck profile right after Ash's deck profile. So, I won the mat tournament. I also won this mat too. Yep. So, I won with Speedroids, you know what I mean? Speedroid is just the best deck right now. I mean, Terratop's at 2, Speedroid Unicorn's at 3 now, so it's just insane, bro. Let's just get right into it, bro. Alright, so playing 2 copies of Terratop. I mean, Terratop's at 2 now, so we can play 2 of these now. Yeah. The best Speedroid card ever printed. I mean, you can even ask Ash in this.
Should be banned.
He said it himself. But this card is just insane. The best card.
Best Zodiac card.
Yep. Next up is 3 Tankaton boards. The best Speedroid well, the second best Speedroid monster in the... Well, I lied. The third, because Speedroid Unicorn is better. But you still gotta play 3 of these because it bridges to all your tuners and it's just a free body and a free extender. Just a really good card. We're still on the 2 card turbos because 2 card turbos, you don't really need more than 2 in my opinion, because you're not gonna really be going at through much like Tankaton board is, because you can always just special some of this off a Tankaton board, or you can search this as an extra extender throughout your combo. So don't really need 3, but 2 is nice though. 2 Dindins because you gotta play 2. You cannot play 1 because this deck has a really good grind, so playing 1 is kind of bad because you can't really grind as much, and 2 just comes up way too often. 1 Elves, 1 Yo-Yo because normal summon it, 1 Hound because you don't want to maximum. Basically, you don't want to have too many normal summons in this deck, because the problem with this deck is having too many normal summons, so you kind of want to cut down on all the normal summons, so that's why you run it like this. And then 1 Marble Machine because Marble Machine is still a Terratop, except you normal summon it, so it still comes up for like certain amount of plays and stuff like that, so you still gotta run it. A lot of people been cutting it out, but I don't think that's right. I think you have to play Marble Machine. Alright, so we're gonna play we're playing 1 Party Horn here because, I mean, this is Pot of Prosperity deck. You pretty much grab any card you want with the card. Super good. 1 dice. Card's Dog Water. I mean, this card you have to play still because it creates a strong board, and it also just creates like strong monsters. So it's just a super strong card, but also a really bad brick, but not too much anymore because Terratop and Unicorn's at 2 and 3, so not that bad. Of the Speedroid cards, we got 3 recoveries because this is the best cards in the deck when it comes to like graveyard extending, because this also gives you a non-once per turn recursiveness on the next turn. So you can use one for your turn, grab recovery from the next turn. Super strong. Don't understand why people are not playing this card. This card is just too good not to play. And then we're playing the 1 duplicate because of the Ultra Hound, but also it's because it's interruption and can be an extender as well, because it has an effect to where it can summon itself back from the graveyard. So it's pretty good. Alright, next up are Search Extenders. Playing 3 Win-to-Win Channelers because it's mandatory to play something like this because you're going to be drawing cards like Party Horn Kid and Din. Because you're going to be drawing cards like these, you need to play these just so you can dump them into the graveyard to get them into an extra Terratop. So basically, these just act as more Terratops. Plus, you're getting stuff in graveyard to help extend your combo and stuff like that. So you still have to play these, and it's still really good too because you can also search draw, which is really nice. Next up are the Cash Tier cards. Well, sorry, the
it's a Speedroid Unicorn.
It's the other Speedroid cards. These are Speedroid Unicorn right here. The second best Speedroid monster. Because, I mean, it's a level 7 that just slaps itself on the board, and then you can make a free Baron right after. I mean, card's disgusting. I mean, so glad it came back to 3. Then we're going to be running the 2 Fenrir's because, I mean, this Fenrir, bro. It's the best Vanquish Soul card, and also it's a pretty decent Speedroid card. I mean, you can get a Baron because of that, so Fenrir is nice.
Speedroid Unicorn is the best, though.
Yeah, super strong, bro. 1 birth and 1 planet, just so we can search the Cash Tier cards, and then the birth is for the
to give birth.
To give birth to Unicorn or give birth to Fenrir. No, just in case you need to make some pregnancy charges.
Birth control, baby.
Giving birth control. Next up are board breakers and hand traps. We're running the double droplet. This used to be a 3, but I cut it down to 2 just so I can run a little bit more engine cards. But still really good. It helps going second a lot. Well, for obvious reasons, but another reason is to unbrick your hand, because if you do get stuff like Dendin, Kid, or like something like Dice, you can pitch these to the graveyard, and then you're not really losing anything. So super good. Next up is Triple T's. Triple T. It's just such a good utility card in this deck, because you can really capitalize with all 3 effects, because there's no bad 2 draws. There's no bad, control tag, and also if you hand rip, you can't get Nibiru. You know what I mean? So the main part is because I don't want to get Nibiru as well. Nibiru is kind of strong sometimes, And then for the and then round up the last one to be call by. Call by is call by.
Call by the Gerv.
Yeah. Hand traps, triple draw. One of the most fair cards in the game. Copies of Ash. It's pretty standard. This can be like anything you want, but I decided just to run 2 Ash. And then last is 2 copies of Veiler, specifically the Quarter Century Secret Rare effect Veiler. You know what I mean? You have to run the Quarter Century one. This one's Quarter Century. It's just really hard to tell. You just really hard to tell. But you have to run specifically this one. But anyway, these are probably gonna come off of Mourners. Like, to be serious for a second, these are gonna probably come off of Mourners, because
you can search Mourner, right?
Yeah, you can also search Mourner.
Oh, okay.
I think so. No, you can't. You can't search Mourner. But
why not?
It has 1800 defense.
Oh,
yeah.
No, that's. But don't run Mourner then.
Well, no, Mourner is gonna be good because they work outside the main phase. That's why. And also it's a level 3 tuner, so it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. Extra deck. The only thing I really changed was just this one. I'm running 2 copies of Barone instead of 1. You need to run 2 only because one's gonna be coming up on your turn and one's gonna be coming up on the next turn. So you gotta expect your opponent to break your board. So you gotta run 2 Barones. It's pretty mandatory, in my opinion. It's pretty good. The other boss monsters, 1 Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing's the GOAT. It's part of the other package, which is
the GOAT.
Yep. So with Hogorda and, if I can find it, Quark Blaster. So you use Quark Blaster to get into Hogorda, and then for the Crystal Wing. So this is super strong. I don't like that people cut this card, because this is just strong graveyard recursion. So it's just an extra card that people have to deal with to come back on the the crackback. Because on the crackback you can make Crystal Wing or you can make another Barone. So it's super good. And then for the other ones, other boss stuff, 1 Shen. Card never comes up. He's just a level 9 target. This is the only other good level 9 win target other than the Wolf guy, but this one's just better because he can come back from the graveyard.
Shen's the homie.
Yeah, he's still good. You make him against certain decks, but for the most part, you don't really make him. 1 Kite Drake, because nobody expects this card. This card literally just says, make it into a simplified board state. Also, if it leaves the field, or if it just sent to the graveyard, you get a free Speedroid card. So
it's pretty insane.
Yeah, card's insane. 1 level 7. A lot of people are caught up in playing more than 1 level 7, but you only really need 1. You don't really make too many level 7s, unless you specifically making the Cash Terror build, but you only need 1.
Win Pegasus.
Yep, and he's the best level 7 in my opinion that you can make. 2 level 6s, 1 Juju, 1 Charge. Charge is the best going second level 6, because Card Turbo can boost this by 800, so you can just swing over a lot of stuff with it, and you also get a free card. Juju is just utility. Sometimes you have to sit on this card and then kind of hope for the best. But those are the level 6s, and I think that's the rest of the synchros. So the links, 2 rubber bands, pretty standard. It's your bread and butter of the deck. Well, just the bread. The butter is the actual deck. But the bread of the deck, you need to run this card.
Some pretty nice bread.
Other link too is 1 Win the Wind Charmer. Because Unicorn's back in the format, you can just steal other people's unicorns, or if you get drolled, you can still steal it, make it the next card, which is Appaloosa. Appaloosa you have to run. This is like your main end board is to end with Appaloosa. So Appaloosa just trades with a lot, because you're not really trying to stop your opponent from playing the game. You're just trying to slow down your opponent enough. That way on the crackback, they won't be able to take all the Crystal Wings and Barones to the face, And then the last card is just the 1 Draco Sack. It comes out if you draw in too many cash tier cards. Because if you draw in too many cash tier cards, you kind of have to go into this to make a actual good play to enter your Speedroid stuff. But yeah, that's the main and the extra deck. All right, for the side deck's pretty poopy. I'm not gonna lie. So I was actually playing 14 in the recent tournament, but
Oh well.
yep. Oh well. One Magnumwood, Orcus, anything that's dark or light, card just shits on. Same with Druid Swarm. Use this to search the Druid Swarm. You pretty much gain advantage like that. The 15 card is supposed to be the DD Crow. It's supposed to be 2 DD Crows and 2 Bestials. DD Crow is really good because Fire Kings. I mean, you can just take the Promethean. Yeah, there we go. So you can take the Promethean Princess out of the grave, or you can take out the other like recursion stuff. You know what I mean? So it's still really good. DD Crow is super good, but I really like this because I don't want to max out too much on the Bestial stuff because the only one that's like really like terrifying to go against is pretty much like the Orca stuff. So that's why you only run like 2 of them because you can just DD Crow does the same thing. That's why. Next up is the best side deck card ever made for this deck is Econ. You literally just take anything you want, convert off of Synchro, Link, dodge, interruption, going second. This card is crazy good, man. Like I was thinking about main decking this card, but it felt good going second for this card. So super good. Other 3 offs, 3 anti-spell. I mean, it's the only other good legal floodgate that you can run. So it's still solid. I mean,
Card's insane.
yeah, the card is still good.
Especially with Runic in the format, you know.
Yeah, Runic in the format still. So because Runic's still in the format, this gonna really like, you know what I mean. So next up is some back row move. We got double Cosmic and a Harpies. You could play Lightning Storm over this, but I prefer to play Cosmic only because of the Fire King stuff now. Right, you can just like hit the continuous or hit the field spell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. And then Harpies, obviously, just Harpies. I mean, you wanna.
Harpies is Harpies.
Yeah, you don't want to get pooped on by Labyrinth, you know. And then the other ones to round up just the 1 extra droplet. If you're going second, you want to see droplet a little bit more. So
yeah.
And then the one goes in. I mean, I know it's at 1, but Party Horn Kid, you have a chance to excavate it and still grab it. You know what I mean? It's still worth playing the goals in. This is just a game. This card just says in the game. You know what I mean? So. Yep. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That is the deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yeah, this deck's really good. Ooh, wait, hold up. I gotta find it. Yeah. Speedroid Unicorn. All right, we out.
All right.